Xiaomek is an easy mark apparently. You can just tell him to attack for you and he does it. That is good to know. Wait. Yeah! Who was baking 50 minutes? Oh, I had no clue what was happening. Someone was just making battle cruisers and now everyone just dies. Hold up. What was happening in this? Is this guy? Are these guys like a team of 3 or something? What happened? I mean, the barcode Terran that attacked me was a real spicy guy. Luckily, I had like no macros, so he died instantly. But it would have been annoying otherwise. Xiaomek doesn't seem to have really thought about his strategy, because he kinda took the whole map and has no points. What the Terran is doing, I don't know. I guess that's why Xiaomek had such an easy time taking the entire map. Like, what happened to this game? What did the Green Terran even do? Did he just sit in his base and do nothing together with Xiaomek? For what I didn't care about anyone. Didn't get the chance. Wait, what did you be trying to run the other one in parallel? What are you doing? Alright. Why did you make that an official event? Alright, you like to make it very complicated. Explain to me what happened in this game, because from what I can tell, Templar and Xiaomek is kinda allied and everyone else just died, except for this Terran who just sits on battle cruisers. And they are trying to clear a map with no one left in it, except themselves. Pretty funny. But Lawless died, Snoxstar died, the Barco Terran was already dead, Hatsu was already dead, so literally the only person that was left was me, and I'm still happy to get 2 points anyway. Which is impressive. I can talk on Twitch, I'm the streamer now, you're the Twitch chatter. The pointers contest is what the hell is happening? Is the BC player winning? No. Damn, is Xiaomek actually going to win with a strategy of just doing whatever? He doesn't know. Someone tell him how the game works. Is this my first? No, this is not my first time playing. Oh, this time it was the complete slideshow because half the people died. I'm already out of the game, I can't... Flexi, hello Flexi. Good to see you. Okay. The Terran player should just win because you can just kill both of them. There's no one else left to contest him. Xiaomek is trying to kill someone who isn't there anymore. And while his base is getting blasted, I don't know what he is doing. The Templar is going to save his ally, I think? He might just run into his ally. Why is he killing me? I already left. There's no one there. Your base is done. I guess he just probably wants to keep his army alive and grab the last point. How many points does Templar have? Only one, I think? I'm actually kind of impressed Siamak manages to get some 2 points. Wait, the Terran player has managed to move up, but he doesn't seem to want to move up all the way, which is confusing. Doesn't seem interested in winning. Oh, come on, man, put your siege tanks on top of the point, build 5 planetaries there. Use your brain, please. Templar seems to have 100 probes and 100 army supply. Which is not how you want to approach it, because you fight like every 4 minutes, so you don't need that many probes to remax every time. You need like 60. Alright, he's finally on top of the point. Tiamak doesn't have the units to jump on this. Templar does, but Templar only has 1 point, so the Terran should still be good. He should still win, realistically. I don't know how we managed to get to the point where the battlecruiser camper wins, but he should win. His battlecruisers are completely in the wrong position. He should be out front, not behind his battlecruiser, not behind this. He's going to get the point. Wait! How? Alright. Big now gets the point. I don't know how that works, but he got it. Zymek can no longer win. He has no more units left. At least he shouldn't. Yeah. How much? He still has a 790 supply. Okay, he leaves. Very cheeky. Alright, Swaldmax make just camping on battlecruisers very strong. I don't buy that. I guess because everyone kinda dies. The thing is, they could have just killed him. He's right next to him. You can just see that someone's trying to pick battlecruisers and just go A-move them. It's not that hard. Surely you want to A-move your neighbor anyway. Biomac is remaxing in the corner, what a guy. The fact that Speak Now is winning is highly illegal, I cannot believe this. But he should really just... He has over a minute, he could just jump into Templar's main base and then just click back to the point, so he'll get there in time. While killing literally everything on his way. Maybe I should have stayed in and tried to shade the depth still to the point, although they probably would have killed every one of my buildings.
We're running out of minerals.
Glory to the Daylong.
Oh. Templar's going for the adept shade strat. But I don't think that that is going to work. It shouldn't work. The siege tanks are too fat. If you put 10 siege tanks, you can cover the entire point. You can't physically shade on top anymore. So they are like buildings, so that the depths can't pass through them like normal units. Alright, and he has enough siege tanks to entirely cover the point, I think. I think he's got them in properly positioned, but I can't see because there's a swarm of battlecruisers above it. But he should be winning somehow, because the genius team of Zymek and Templar murdered everyone and then promptly died instantly. Which is great thinking. This time he actually engages ahead of time, which is the right call. Every adept dies. Alright. There is nothing left to do. The Terran Speak Now wins with the worst strategy. And I am still fine because I have 2 points. Cymac has 2 points, Templar has 1 point. Speak Now has 4. After this. If only they hadn't killed me. It was so rude of them to kill me, otherwise I would have probably won. Crazy. If I had just not lost, I would have won. Yeah, he doesn't really know how BCs work. He made mass BC and now he's trying to figure out how BCs work. He's reading the manual, he's flipping through it. He'll get there one day. Templar has 85 supply and has no hope of scoring a second point, let alone a third. Siamak has somehow got back to 80 supply of Glaive Adepts. But likewise, you can't share on top of the points if the siegelings are sieged up properly. There's simply no space, so you'll never win. Especially not with this wall off. How do I see so much with your terrible observing? What do you mean, how do I see so much of what? I can look at the mini map to see what's happening. Yeah, just look at the mini map, not looking at your observing. Yeah, if I can see that all, I can see the adepts killing the rocks, I can see the PCs ransacking the base. I can see both Templar and Zymek are setting up for one last shade attempt. It's not going to work, but they're going to try. It's going to be glorious. Yeah. Very ambitious. Extremely ambitious. And it does not work. And if they have dignity, they GG out right before the game ends. If they don't, they're going to let them score the last point. All right. Somehow we lost to this guy. That's embarrassing. On to the next game.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Game paused. Game resumed.
probes are under attack. Your probes are under attack.
Mineral field depleted.
I didn't get to win the last fight in the middle. Pretty unfortunate. I should have pulled back probably from the middle instead of building more next eye. I didn't realize everyone still had so much. I thought everyone kind of died, but apparently Snoxstar hadn't been fighting at all. Yeah. I don't think Snoxstar was just chilling, I know that much. I actually went to kill people, but I wandered too far. I don't know why Snoxstar was telling people to kill me when he also had 2 points. I guess people just have no object permanence. Whatever. Yeah, Speaknow didn't get attacked either, he was just kinda chilling. The barcode Protoss, I mean, is also still there, as well as the Templar is also still there. I guess people just don't fight in this game, do they? I guess I'm the only one. But I got 2 points again, so it's fine. How many points does Speaknow have? 'Cause he's the only one that matters. Knocked got 0 points the other game, so I was fine with him winning. And we're still even. I was being too aggressive there in the end. I got sandwiched. I'm surprised they went so quick. Like, the way Snogstar played was really strange, because he basically booted me off the point, but when I got off the point he still fought me anyway. Which I didn't understand why he would do that, because then someone else got the point. In the end, I didn't have any ultras left. Yeah. But yeah, he gets it in the end. By virtue of not fighting anyone. It does seem to work. Everyone eats at 5 AM. It's basically breakfast. Hello, Snogstar. Welcome to the Hyper One stream. I am here to talk bad about everyone. Snogstar, if I had a quick question, did you actually ever attack? Because I don't think you did. Pretty sure you didn't fight anyone. Yeah, you killed one guy. I'm over here murdering 3 people. Snogstar, I have a question. When I pulled back from the middle in that final fight, why did you still engage me? Why didn't you try to go for the point, instead let Templar have it? So I was all the way off the high ground, and you still tried to fight 20 Immortals with Ultralisks. I just wanted to okay, that makes sense. Yeah. No, not that you broke my ally, but you fought me. I understand why you fought me. I didn't understand why you kept fighting me when I retreated. Because like the point was right there, you didn't take it. Instead, some guy with like Teradeps got it, which I thought was confusing. I'm not going to start singing, I'm sorry. But I am here to remind everyone that currently Snockstar and what was the other guy's name? What was the other guy's name? I forgot. Speak Now. Speak Now is currently in the lead with 5 points, followed by Snockstar with 4 and a map win. And then it's me with 4 and no map wins. I think. I'm not sure if someone else also has points. How many other people have 4 points as well? I think it's just me and Snockstar, and then I Speak Now with 5. Although Snockstar also has a map win, so he is ahead. Yeah, Lambda. Alright, then I know who to tell people to target. Oh, you get some tiebreaker. Points of one on the same map are better than points one across maps. It's good to know. One thing I am gathered from this is that smaller maps are better for Protoss and bigger ones are better for Zerg. Because I kinda don't need a 5th base to make it to the end of the game with enough money to remax enough times. But Zerg can throw away more units, and it's also easier to take all the bases. Let's see. Alright, this map has very little base. This is perfect for Protoss. Alright. I'm going to get out of the voice chat again.
is under attack.
Shadows.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Why do I get to be the victim of the Terran player? Why? Oh. But Templar also had 2 points. I guess he's also pretty dead, but still. And I don't know why they're just ignoring him speak now, who's maxed out and still has a lot of points overall. He still has 5 overall, only 1 less than me. Same goes for Snogstar. I don't know. I've almost fully murdered Speak. Speak now has been... No, that's not it. I mean, it makes sense to target me since I am... Yeah, I mean... I was playing well, but then I got 2 points and they decided... And Patches decided, okay, it's time for him to die. I should have warped in Archons. If I had warped in Stalkers, it would have been fine. Also at this point, the stupid BCs means that I can't move command on top of the point. I have to zoom in. Also the blink, I screwed up the blink and went too early, otherwise I might have gotten it. But that's a bit unfortunate. Speak now should probably win this game. Looking at it, unless Patches kills him. Patches is being too passive, he's killing someone who has no stuff anymore. Okay, now he gets destroyed. No, actually Battle Cruiser's in, but never mind. Ah, the bases are so frustrating that I died to that. It's very unfortunate. I didn't have the gas warp in him, I couldn't have found an anti-air. But I guess Patches should win now. If he decides to attack. If he decides to chill the point, he might still lose. Because you can't keep it from Ultra Bane. Which both Hatsu and Speak now have. Who... I don't know, I don't think they were allies, but they managed to both hit me whenever I was trying to kill the other, which is pretty annoying, or trying to get to the point. I think it's just a blind lockdown. Okay, Terran player reaction time. Templar somehow, okay, oh great. Of course. Of course, Templar wins. Honestly, probably best case scenario, because that means that I'm in first place if Templar wins. So I think he had 1 point and now he has 5. So that's nice. I'm going to leave the voice chat again. I think I'm actually winning. That's good.
Passant des Templars. My life for Iron.
Shadows.
Ah, there we go. Now everyone on stream can hear me. All the 11 viewers. One of which is me, so only 10 viewers. And one of which is Hype One, so only 9 viewers. I'm having a strike, that's fine. Why are you organizing 2 Derping FFA events at the same time? No one forced you to do this. Uh, Random. What did you... Why are you mad about the WTL seeding? Wait, did they not seed it at all? That's big. That's great. Quite something. Though I guess it is kind of hard to seed the teams, especially when if you try and base it off past accomplishments, the players are constantly changing on the team, so it's not the greatest. So whichever way you seed it, unless you go and look at each roster and assess all the players and seed it based on that, but that's a lot of work. They are making map 4 now. All right. Big. Actually insane how much easier this game is when you can play the game. Because when I last played it, by the time I got Blink and the first point came around, I was down to 2 FPS and I couldn't control my units. And by the time the 10-minute mark, I couldn't move my screen anymore. And now I have 15 FPS throughout until the end. In the last fight in game 4, I had 1 FPS, but it was fine because all I had to do was A move and move command a bit. Right. What are the scores at the moment? Do we have a document for that? There we go, thank you. Let's see, Flexi is winning, what a guy. Let's go, Flexi. In second is Chris. And after that, it's a mix of people with 4 points. Nisha has managed to score 0 points, 0 points, and then win the third map, so I don't know how he did that. That's quite something. It's my favorite map. Oh dear, this map is quite big. Is this the one with all the no. This isn't the one with all the spinning doodads. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm a player. Hell yeah, I'm going to win this one as well. Who's the host? Anticore's the host. This one is absolutely massive. I really don't like the ones that are so insanely big. They're too large. They encourage people to not attack each other, which I like it when people do murder each other. That is more fun. Unless I'm the one getting murdered, then I hate it and I want to ban everyone. Anticore flexing the fact that he can keep up with the countdown timer. That's big APM. At least 60. Circle dripping need to be proper zoomed out. And none of these tabs are useful because... Alright, we spawned on the right camera location because Anticore is instantly floating to the gold. And he's the only one to do so. We have Anticore as Terran. We have Zayad as Zerg. We have Mevin as Terran also floating to the gold. We have not Mevin as Protoss. We have Cobblestone as Protoss planning to take the gold. We have Flexi as Protoss also planning to take the gold. We have Mr. Barcode in Clan Hyper. Did this guy also play? No, he didn't. He was an observer in the other one. I'm observing for myself, but you can ops as well if you want. And we have Nisho, also a Protoss. In the middle, Anticore has got 3 SCVs, gotta be keeping it safe. Anticore also is taking his depot, is gonna start a barracks presumably. Everyone is doing normal things. Nothing much too exciting happens at the start. We'll just have to see who decides to go rush for the point and who decides to go economically. So far, Cobblestone and Flexi both want to go Nexus first, so it's fortunate they spot next to each other. Otherwise, they might have to deal with some nonsense. Same goes for Evan, Nexus first, Anticore, CC before Barracks. Zayat is doing a more normal build, but he's Zerg, so he's cheating. Mevin actually did go Barracks before CC, he's playing more safe. But since everyone else went to Nexus or CC first, except the Mr. Barcode and Mevin, and they are on opposite sides of the maps, they are kind of the suckers here. Very unfortunate for them. Anticore has not been contested on this middle at all, and yet has still left all 3 SCVs here. Which presumably means he just cares about safety. Alliance is being formed. A little bit. Trying to find out where poor Cobblestone 05 is hiding. But he is safe with his 3 bases behind his wall off with the gold. The 8 patch gold. Alright, Anticore is now pulled back 2 of his SCVs and there's only 1 on the point. Anticore is pulling massively ahead from all this money, both the gold and the metal. And since he had SCVs from there pretty much from the start, he's gotten over 1,000 minerals from it by this point. That thing is so much. Flexi will now finally take it with a zealot. And then Mr. Barcode will take it even harder with an adept. Alright, the banter in the chat is going on. Anticore is planning to just take the first point with Stim and combat. Loads of Marines and Marauders. Which will be a solid start, but he's not making SCVs, so being able to take his second point and his third point is going to be a bit of a problem. So he's going to have to lay low for a while after this initial fight, but he will most likely get it. Not Mevin is taking a more economical route. Cobblestone is taking an even more economical route. Flexi seems to also be planning on taking this first point with charge and lots of zealots. But since he didn't have the middle for the first 3 minutes of the game, like Anticore did, he's not going to be able to do it. Marauder skills better, and he's just going to have more. The Oracle of D-Show is destroying every single probe of our barcode. Poor man is trying to run around, it's not working. 11 kills on this monster. Wow, Anticore is moving out. Is anyone else planning on taking Mevin? Cobblestone laying low. Well, not Mevin is laying low. Mevin has got his plan. He's got 12 Hellions. He's going to run up to this, going to shoot 2 volleys, and hopefully claim the point. But in reality, all his Hellions are going to die. That is my professional prediction. Nisho is very ambitious. What is setting up? Anti-Core has decided to be more forward and take the middle. It might cost him if the Zealots flank him together with the Hellions. Side is super economical. He has got his lair, he is getting his Baneling Nest, double upgrades, he's got link speed. He is looking to time for a second point. Here come the Hellions, look at that volley! Ah, disappointing, he morphed into Hellbats instead. But the Zealots of Flexi, together with the Adepts of Niche, are actually doing well. Who's going to win? Anti-Core has to unload, he unloads. Cobblestone Stalker is also in the mix, coming in a bit later, which actually works to... Anti-Core still barely takes it after everything is said and done. Cobblestone Stalkers actually did pretty well considering they came in quite late. It's kind of banking on everyone fighting for this first point. Meanwhile, Zayat has completely destroyed Mevin. Mevin is dead. Mr. Barcode is attacking Nisha, but Nisha has Force Field and Guardian Shield and Shield Battery Overcharge. He's going to be fine, even though these two K-Fangs are empowered, these two are still here. No, he will live against this. Wizard Micro is good, but I don't think it is going to be good enough. Fluxby is looking like he's going to get the money from the middle. Cobblestone is laying low, so is not Mevin. Zayat is banking up. Not starting the hive yet, he doesn't got interest in Ultras. Which he could have for the second point, and I would recommend doing that, but he is deciding to just go for lots of Link Bane. Meanwhile, Nisho is actually starting to struggle against the Barcode. Nisho does not have Blink. Well, the Barcode does. Battery Overcharge gets used. Barcode is blinking back. All his Stalkers are pretty low, but he gets someone out of there. Nisho can't chase because there's Blink and this goes so far back. Just to run away. Meanwhile, Mevin is desperately trying to get something up, but Side will never allow it. Not Mevin, pretty safe. So is Cobble, so is Flexi, they're all sleeping giants. Continuing to happen. The Barcode is once again depowered to Stargate, depowered to Gate fight. The probes have to be pulled. The slow Zealots with no upgrades. Killing every single probe somehow. Looking pretty rough for Nisho. I think this is going to be the end for him. Meanwhile, Cobblestone has decided that he wants to pick a fight with Flexi. The Glaive Adept's taking advantage of Flexi's wall. The Cobblestone loses his prism. So it would probably be advisable to pull back, if it wasn't for the fact that he can warp in one screen away from his main base. Nisho is still fighting. Cobblestone is retreating. Flexi is thinking of chasing, but decides not to. Side is completely cleared out, Mevin. Nisho is going to have to tap out, it looks like. He's got 35 supply, he's got almost no workers left. He's barely hanging on, but then our warp in comes in and he will have to GG out. Nah, he didn't GG out, I'm a terrible caster. Still going. I failed. Oh well. Mevin has been defeated. Not Mevin has got a pretty solid army, but he doesn't have Immortals, and Immortals are the best units you can make as Protoss in this, because they destroy Ultras and they have a lot of HP. Nisha has decided to run. The unfortunate fact and reality of the situation is that there's nowhere to run. You will never get to these back bases with these probes. You cannot just walk through this army of Flexi. You can't walk through Cobblestone's army. There is no hope left for Nisha. Anti-Core has been laying low as I predicted, but his economic build-up just hasn't been that great. His fourth base is only now done. He doesn't have that much bio, and bio at this point, without Ghost, without 2-2, it's just not going to be very good. When there's Colossus out, there's Archons, there's Storm even, for Flexi. There's lots of Link Bane for Zayat. This army is garbage, this is not going to achieve anything, even though he has the point. Can I see the point total anywhere? No, I have to go to player vision for that. Big fight in the middle. I cannot tell what's happening, the frame rate is too low and there's just a lot of flashy colors, but Flexi wins the round by blinking on top of the points, and everyone decides to retreat, except for Cobblestone, who decides to fight! And loses a lot of his army for it. So Cobblestone taking some hits there, Flexi taking the most hit, but he gets the point, so that's worth it for him. Well, Cobblestone decides now this is allowed, we're going to murder you now. Battery Overcharge gets used, the probes get pulled, but there's 4 Immortals. And Flexi's robots get depowered. He's only got a few Blink Stalkers. He doesn't have that many gateways. He has one more robo up here. The Stellar Warper and the Immortal might be good enough to keep him alive. But if Cobblestone really wants to kill him, he can warp him more and keep pushing the advantage. Seems like Cobblestone is going to be beat. No, the reinforcements show up. Going to blink on him. The Immortal is going to die. And it's looking really bad for Flexi. It looks like he might get the points but pay the price in blood for it. Meanwhile, Zayat, he's got his dream army almost. He's getting up fast, he's got a bunch of lurkers, he's got a lot of link bane, he's getting free. He's got +3 attack. +3 attack on the way, +3 carapace he has forgotten about. Cobblestone continuing to push Flexi, which is the right call because Flexi is currently leading in points and he's already got another point on the board. Now if he dies, that could be great boost for Cobble, it frees up a lot of space. Meanwhile, this is happening. The Immortal, the Archon, Colossus, Stalker, Storm, Zealot. Without Immortals, you just can't fight the Ultras. It's not going to work. You need Immortals. If you had Immortals in the time, you would have crushed this fight, but as it stands, Zayat beats him back. Takes quite a bruising though. Flexi is going to get blasted by Cobblestone. Will he get eliminated is the big question. If he doesn't get eliminated, he can potentially still score a 2nd point. And even if he doesn't score a 3rd point, just 2 points might be good enough for him to win the game, depending on what everyone else scores. Not Mevin, continuing to be rather safe. He has attacked, he has to rebuild now, so he's trying to rebuild with Sky Toss. I'm not a big fan of that call, you have so many bases. Playing Gateway Man with 6 robos and 30 gateways, it's way more effective. Nisho has been found. Got another base. Nisho is a real fighter. 17 probes and no units. The middle is about to be fought again in 30 seconds. Anticore. Anticore's army is still garbage. He's got 4 Liberators now, but it's still just 1 Marines mostly. And a bunch of Marauders. He also doesn't have enough Medifex to continuously be fighting. But that's kind of fine as he only fights every 3 minutes when the point gets opened. Zayat's army will absolutely destroy that of Anticore if he just aim for the top of the point. Other people are gathering. Cobblestone's army is also not great against the lurkers. Mevin's army is tiny. Zayat should have this point. But no, he's too late! Oh, Zayat. A move too late. Doesn't get the point. That is extremely unfortunate. And Zayat thinks, well that sucks. Time to kill him. And Belfort doesn't really have an answer to this. He doesn't have the production. He doesn't have the army. The Ultras are already in his base. The lurks are going to be on top of everything. Going to have to evacuate. He's going to have to hide it in a corner and build up some units to maybe snag the last point and win the game. Cobblestone is continuing his quest to eliminate Flexi after the little detour in the middle. Not Mevin, still mostly untouched. Having the time of his life. I really like Zayat's spot. He's going to have a lot of space with Anti-Core gone, even though he doesn't have any points. With Zerg it's extremely easy to score points if you have this many bases at your disposal. You just throw a maxed out army of Ultra Linkbane into the middle, you get the point, and then you feel good about it. Mr. Barcode is making carriers. I do not like that call, that is a bad call. With this many bases, making the slow, expensive, cost-effective army that doesn't get points is the wrong call. You want to throw away army that doesn't fight, that fights pretty good, not particularly cost-effective, but does get the points on the board. Nisho has been found by Zayat. Amen to our fallen soldier, who's going to try to keep running with the probes. He's going to hide, but he doesn't have the money for a base because this probe gets cancelled. Will these probes hide? They will live. He recalls. Got another base. He should have left one probe here so he could have rebuilt this. No one expects that. But he continues to live. He never gets back to units. Anticore is hiding all around, but he's been spotted by the prism. Will the barcode care enough that someone is taking all his bases to go and kill him? He probably shoots and Anticore has 2 points. So leaving him alive at all, even with just one supply, is a potential risk that you do not want to take. Not Mevin has got an amazing army, 10 Immortals, 7 Archons, a Colossus, some Carriers and a Void Wave for flavor, bunch of Zealots and Adepts for flavor as well, but it's mostly about the Immortals and the Archons. They are such good push-through units, they completely destroy this Lurker Bailing army, especially if Cobblestone comes in from another side with his own Immortals. And they will come in, but I think they are too late and Zayat... No, the Adept Shade! Zayat will get destroyed off this point. Lurker's just not the way to go. The Banelings barely get it. But Zayat loses so many units and easily replaces them. What a race. Not Mevin comes out bruised without a point again. Anti-Core's doing some analysis, wants people to start murdering Zayat. It's probably the right call for him. Lexi is in it. Somewhere. Got a bunch of Zealots hanging around the map. Zealots do not win points. If these were 10 Adepts, 9 Adepts, I would believe that he can maybe sneak another one in. But with the Zealots, it just isn't going to happen. So Barcode has been fairly passive. He's got the kill army, but with how big this map is, you're not going to kill everyone in time. It's just not a very viable strategy. Cobblestone, the High Templar, killing the base. What a sight to behold. Over here, not Mevin is attacking Zayat. Zayat with very little to deal with the Skytoss. Luckily the Skytoss consists of 2 carriers. So he should be fine. Mevin realizes that this army is probably not best to fight on creep and he retreats. Even though he has the money to take this fight. He has 300 gas, he can remax on 10 Archons. There he is. Sneaking. Cobblestone cleans up this. Flexi is still hiding with some Zealots somewhere. Yes, he's still got 9 Zealots hidden. Where are they? I do not know, but they are somewhere. Not Mevin. Harassing Zayat a bit. D-Show. Still sandwiched in between hiding. But Zayat will find him when he tries to take another base. Will he care enough to clean up his bases? Probably not. Too much of a hassle when his bases are still fairly fresh. This base still has lots of patches to mine. The main base still has some patches. This base still has patches. Here are still patches. Even the gold has a tiny bit of money left. And of course there's this base for him to take. If it wasn't for Anticore, the Chad, who has got 80 SCVs and nothing else. What a guy. Flexi. His last building died. And he was defeated. A tragic tale. Will Flexi win anyway? He currently has 8 points, was it? I think. Yeah, 8 points. Next place is 6 points. So maybe. I do not have the live scoreboard unfortunately, but another fight. Mevin is in the middle, he's going to get bullied off. Cobblestone runs in, Zayat also runs in. It looks like Zayat is going to take it. In the chaos, but the Adept Shade! And the Barcode with the Skytoss and the Adept Shade takes it. The point was contested for just long enough for Zayat not to get it. And then the Adepts come in. Net hit away. Somehow Skytoss gets a point on the board, that is illegal. Meanwhile, the harassment from Mevin still running rampant in Zayat's base. Keep calling him Mevin when he's in fact not Mevin. But since Mevin is eliminated, I think that's fine. They can yell at me in Twitch chat all they want, I'm not reading it. Probes harassing SCVs. The probes have got max upgrade and the SCVs only have +1 armor, so the probes are actually destroying them. This is a great interaction. Yeah, it's not my fault. They shouldn't have named themselves that. That's illegal. If by the next circle derping they have not changed, I'm banning them. And I'm going to steal their curtains. Yeah. There's a lull in the action at the moment. Everyone is chilling. Battered and bruised after fighting over the point a whole bunch of time. Cobblestone is making a good army of Adept Immortal to shade it off the point and then going with the big lad to take it. Zayat still has a lot of money, but he has very little gas. He's continuing to stick with the lurker strat, but I'm not a fan of the lurkers. Nisho. Nisho's here. Say hello to Nisho. Same goes for Anticore, who has now managed to build up a lot of units. Unfortunately, his units are kind of garbage, since the main armies here are Immortals and Zayat with his Ultra Lurker. Like, when you see this army from Cobblestone, and this army from the Barcode, and this army from Evan, I wouldn't recommend making force. 6 Immortals here, 5 Joy Immortals here, 6 Immortals here. Skirmishes with Adepts, trying to throw them away. Anticore's force, defending him. The Lurkers. We're about to go for another fight. Will the game end here? Zayat has 2 points. What is the score? Anticore also has 2 points, but he's... Alright, Zayat only has 1 point. He didn't get the last one after all. Will he get the second one on the board? No, the Barcode gets the second one on the board with the mothership of all things. Somehow Skytos is winning this game. Will this trigger a response from someone to go kill him? It might. The problem is no one really has adequate anti-air to do so. Which is the one upside of going Skytos, is that you can't really die. So maybe he has cracked the code. But Anticore's making battle cruisers. And if the game can go on long enough for him to max out on battle cruisers, then honestly, he might be a bit fine. Battlecruiser 4 is not the worst for taking the points, especially with his 5 nukes in his arsenal. And he only needs 1. The Tempest. Bullying Mr. Not Never. Yeah. The extra vision is really helping. Another reason why Skytos is garbage. It loses to Skytos even. Zayat somehow has been baited into Hydras. I don't know how, but he has been baited into Hydras. Poor man. Meanwhile, Nisho is still here. Say hello to Nisho again. He decided that his comeback mechanic to eventually win this game is through Skytoss, which honestly, since he has no base, this is probably the best call. Anyone able to deal with Ilias? No. I assume Ilias is the Barcode. Valid assumption. Yes. Cobblestone has no anti-air. He also has no points. Flexi has a point, but he is dead. Anticore has 2 points, and he has a shot at him taking the third with his BC nuke combo. Ilias has got 2 points, and is looking like he's probably going to be able to win this game. Zayat has 1 point, but he doesn't have enough Ultra Blink Bane to really take another one. He has been baited into a Hydra Lurker. Okay, 4 carriers, doesn't need them anymore, throws them away. It should be Zayat's clue that Hydras aren't the way to go. Anticore reveals himself to be alive. His army is kinda garbage because he has 100 SCVs. He's going to go for the nuke strat, every ghost dies. He's gonna go in with the battle cruisers. The shades are going to come in from all sides. It's a nice flashing show of colors. Let's see who wins. Disruptors are gonna go in. Kaboom, 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 and Zayat wins. Alright. The orange color is the best color, proven. Meanwhile, Anticore has revealed himself to be alive, and it has not paid off this time, but he has more chances since the game didn't end this time. Now there's lots of people with 2 points. Bevan decides that, you know what, these other 2 people that have 2 points, I don't care. Zayat having 2 points, I already hated him anyway. Let's go. And he's decided to try and murder Zayat. And this poor man has been baited into Hydra, so he can actually struggle to fight this Protoss army. But he will hold his ramp. And that Nevin will back off. Meanwhile, Nisho is here to take revenge. Unfortunately, he has less Sky Toss and less upgrades. Once the rebuild comes in, he'll most likely die. He can clear these bases. He can maybe clear something here and something here. But then he is going to get blasted by the Remax. And there will be nothing he can do because he has barely any bank. And his upgrades aren't that great for this stage of the game. Method has made what I would argue is probably too many Archons. But you never know, they are pretty good. Zayat has got no gas, but he's got a lot of minerals, so he can make a lot of Zerglings. Zerglings, pretty good unit. Nisha tried so hard to retake his main, but it's just not happening. Mevin is setting up. Mevin honestly has the best army to collect a point at this time, but he has to be careful of Cobble's disruptors. They could pose an issue. Elias, after taking such a beating from Nisha, has not got much chance to take him at this point, but if Mevin takes it, the game keeps growing and he will have more chances later. Anti-core has got nukes again, he's got more BCs, he's got better upgrades this time. Going to try again. Elias sees this. Zayat only got 2 ultras, got very little banelings, got a lot of Hydra Lurker. This isn't a very good army to push into this. Cool. Mevin decides to come out of his shell to fight one of the armies. It is not advisable. Everyone is coming in to surround. Cobblestone disruptors are cut off by Elias. Mevin has to retreat. The nukes are starting to land. Zayat is going to run in. The adepts are going to go. The SCVs, the battlecruisers jump. It's all chaos. The point is contested. And Anticore wins somehow with the nukes and the BCs. What a game. Yeah, the guy who let Anticore make 100 SCVs and no units. Whoever that was, we can ban them. But let's look at the score. With Anticore taking these points, he is at a total of 5, which isn't quite enough to win. Flexi, with his 1 point this game, still wins. Your bro Chris, with his magical no points this game, is shared 2nd place, together with Zayat, but since he has a map win, he takes it over Zayat, who has 2, but also has 6 points. After that we have Anticore, with after this beautiful performance manages to claim 4th place. And we don't care about the rest of the peanut gallery. I think I did a pretty good job casting. There's too much to keep track of. And I get everyone's name wrong half the time, which is always great. I think I caught myself misspoken like 20 times. Misspeaking like 20 times. 21 times now since I said misspoken. It's late for me, go sleep. Yeah, I should probably go to bed. Good night everyone. All the 9 viewers. And the one guy is rewatching this VOD. Hello, one person who's rewatching the VOD.